This is how I taught the kids this. Adam, top side control. Really easy. Okay, Adam's going to start with a Kimura, so hand over the head and Kimura system. Right, so he gets the Kimura.
Yep.
Now, it's called reverse engineering. This is the finishing position. He relaxes his grip. Now, he's going to follow my hand. So the start position is going to be here. But see what just happened? See that? I want that. Yeah. But see how we've lost the Kimura system now? So let's go back. And I'm not picking on, I'm just saying, this is what happens. It's really weird. Okay. So I want that to stay here. And all I want you to do is put your knuckles on your ear on this side. So follow my hand and let it go. That's our start position. Now, you bring your knees in tight to me. You drop your hips down onto me. And I'm having trouble moving. So you know, what I've got to go is... There's no other way for me to move my arm. So we're going to start front on our back. We're going to start in the Kimura. Now, when I teach it, it's called sticky hands. So I run my hand back and Adam keeps the Kimura grip and just puts his hand here. I can't see his hand. And now he drives his knees in nice and deep. And now we're going to talk about, so the person on the bottom, real simple to start with. I roll to my right hand side or the trap side and I try and rescue my arm. We go back. You can stick your hands back to where it was. Squeezes once again. I'm stuck, I can't move, so I try and turn, I try and rescue. One more time. Okay, so it's easier to reverse engineer this technique to get to where we want to be than to teach it. You do this, 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 and this. Okay, let's have a quick shot of that, guys. 1, 2, 3. Different way. So we start from the Kimura. The biggest thing that I want you guys to understand is that the elbow and your hand position. You can't go, the Kimura is very hard to even modify this, right? So you're going to relax your grip, but you're not leaving, you're not changing your hand position. So I just bring my hand here and it's that way. Right? I don't know. No. So, yeah, okay. So, okay. But the thing about it is that instant that, and it's called swap the fly. So as soon as you feel my hand come in front, it's swap the fly. Now, you keep your contact onto my wrist. I take it back to the back of your head and you let it go. And it should be in the same position. I bring my hand round in front, swap the fly. Take it back. Knees come in, elbows drive in, turn to the side. I've got nowhere to go. Bring my hand in front, swap the fly. Bring it back. Can't move, turn, swap the fly. Okay, let's try it again. 1, 2, 3.
Part of learning.
So, block side control. A lot of time we're playing on the side control position. My major attacks is switch base forward, which gives me access to the Kimura's, arm bars, chokes, etc., etc. My major position to upgrade would be switch base reverse, which means that he can't see my legs and it's easy to upgrade to mountain, to back, up mountain, knee, etc. So what happened was this was dealt with a position, it's deemed to be like hunting submissions or transitions, and it puts me into what we call box side control. With the gates, generally I'm going forearm choke from here, and my partner generally pushes the arm over, so like it goes to the position here. If I'm going to the Kimura, he'll follow the Kimura, so my arm goes to this side from here. So we're kind of working. The downfall that I see people do is, once I'm in this position, Adam can put his arm into my armpit. Now, this is the hardest part about it, because I'm squeezing my elbow into his body. I'm going to run you just a little bit. So if I'm squeezing my arm, I don't have a post shoulder high. So if Adam starts pushing me down towards his hips, I can't post, and it's quite easy. He might not get out, but he's going to be able to start to get some movement going. On a flip note on this, on the flip side is, if Adam decides to push my elbow, not my knee, he pushes, this is armbar territory because the arm's extended. The difference on the armpit is that the elbow's close and I can't quite step over. Where it goes to the armpit, there's space for my leg to come around. So either way, he's still creating space. So what was happening was we're starting to kind of go from here. I'll put my frame this side instead. So if Adam goes to my armpit and pushes me down, because I've turned his hips and have a post here versus here, it changes the whole dynamics. Secondly, if Adam starts to hip escape away from me and I'm above the hip line, he can move his hips pretty much either forwards or backwards. Yep, fine. Okay. Where if I go hold the hips into my hips, he now moves his hips. It's a very limited motion. I'm not saying you can't, but it's a very different sensation. Secondly, is once I go here, is I'm going to attack the Kimura. Most people know that's what's going to happen, so they're going to rescue the arm. So we come to this side. I'm going to go to box. Now watch. Knees come in, elbows come in. Anytime I attack the arm, I'm going to slide you down just a fraction, Adam. Okay. So what most people do is go, I'm going to attack the arm. So as I extend the arm away from the body, I'm taking the elbow away, which allows Adam to pull the elbow towards the ground and to rescue. Secondly, anytime I go to here, my weight goes on my elbows, which makes my hips light, which means he can get a frame system and attack. So what I want to do from here, the box system is, first things first is, I want to roll my arm under and squeeze in. Second is, I want to pull my elbow under and put pressure onto the arm from here. I'm not taking it away from the body, right? So the first mechanic is just very, very easy. From here, we're going to go to the box system, fighting inside, block the hip system out, go to the Kimura, so I'm blocking the hip system out, go to the Kimura, and he can put his hands wherever. The most common response is that they go to this side. This is the most common response. We will go with here in a second as well. Once we're here, it's this, okay? Rolled over, knee to head, elbow super tight. Fold my arm under, cross it nice and high, and now lean against the elbow to get your first submission, which will be your cutting arm bar or your slicer. You may or may not get this. The general reason why people don't get it is because they take the arm out here, and Adam can roll his palm up, down, push. He's got so many options. Where if I take the arm down to here, if he pushes my hips, he's actually pushing me onto the arm. How does that feel?
Very tight. Yeah, it feels like very tight.
It's a different kind of sensation.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Jump there. I'll get your head facing this one. So just spin James around a bit. So the concept on this one, the box side control, first things first is I'm going to turn my elbow in, and I'm kind of turning his hips in as well. Second thing about, I go for the Kimura James rescue, so I'm coming to here. I try and keep the space so that my elbow and my knee are tight and I'm in. First thing, come underneath the arm. So anytime I go away from the arm, you obviously see that there's a space. So I come under, 1, 2. Now what I'm doing is I'm just squeezing and laying on the arm. To make this even tighter is, if I can get this, if I go, my elbow comes in, and I lay it against the head from here, if he does try to push my hips, he's pushing me onto the arm. Okay, we'll stop there, guys. 1, 2, 3. So, box system once again, okay, so elbow goes out nice and wide. I hit the Kimura, he defends it, come in nice and tight. Biggest thing is elbows and knees, so I've got the head pinned. I don't want to be here. Can you feel the difference on that? Nice. So I want to be here and here. Okay, watch this carefully, guys. Number one is, I am now, if I take my hands towards the elbow, there's always a possibility of him rescuing the elbow. Does that make sense? So think about this way instead, is this. I want to take my left hand to my right elbow. So I can't move my left hand, so my right elbow then goes to my left hand. That's super tight. But I'm down. Okay, head drive. Keep the pressure on his arm. Do the thinker, up and crush. Put your elbow onto his floating rib. Think, head goes to the ground. So it's pretty much an arm bar. Here, the most common reaction is what Simon's going to do is going to go get the hell off me as he pushes, thank you, and pushes me straight to the arm bar position. He's actually going to push me to the arm bar. Yeah. It's a really weird thing. Like everyone's going to go, the arm's in danger, and the only purchase area you have is my hips. How'd that feel?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird because it's what you want to do.
Yeah. But then you push them into it.
Yeah, okay, on your arms.
Yeah.
So the part that I see people have issues with is when they do this, they do it from down here, and someone can just rescue. Yeah, right. Okay. So if you kind of go, I'll shove this as deep as I can. So now when I'm up and crushing, it's a really different sensation to that. Second is, he's got a really good purchase on my hips because there's a long distance to push. He can move his hips. Where if I'm here, he pushes with his hand. It's because it's compressed. Put all your weight. I'm going to try and go slow. Put all your weight down on there. So the arm bar's pretty much coming on now. So that way, that's light because it's my palm. Make it the wrist against it. You okay this one?
Yeah.
My head goes to the ground. I'm not going to do it because it'll put the arm bar on pretty tight. Up and I come up. Now, just walk. There's the arm. And arm bar. How's that feel?
Yeah, you can pushing your arm.
Yeah, it help. And if it doesn't help me, I'm still doing the technique. I'm not changing what I do. Okay, Mike, come here. Thank you so much. So, your arm, okay? Try not to hurt you. I don't want you off the mat. No. Okay. So, slide down just a fraction. Welcome back. Ah, my arm is back out again. Okay, so the deal once again is here, boom, lift it in, head and elbow, squeeze this super tight. What I said is, I go arm bar, low pulls, right, because I'm going to the end leader. Instead, boom, come to here. How's that feel, Mo? Okay, watch. Elbow this side. He pulls me over. My elbow's here. Here. Head. Up. You can push me if you want to. And give me. Now, his arms across. And here's your arm bar. Is everyone okay to try that? 1, 2, 3. Thank you, mate. How's that? So this is exactly the same thing as we've done before. So the couple of minors, I really want to deal with people that have good frame systems, right? And you know, like I don't want to kind of, if my partner's, you know, and there's an elbow space, I'm going to do something. So this is doing quite good for me in here. The number one thing, like I mentioned to you guys, one of the biggest faults I see when people start going the Kimura is they don't address the back space. So they kind of go Kimura and here, but because this elbow's pinned, if someone goes to my armpit with his right hand, it's I don't have a place. Now I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I put my elbow here, I go the Kimura, he goes like, it just changes the whole dynamics. Okay. Secondly is, if I bait my partner by putting my elbow up high, this is armbar territory. Where if he goes to my armpit, it's harder to deal because the elbow's lower. So there's a couple of scenarios that we need to deal with. But going back here, my partner's got a good frame system. I want to get to the box, so I want to have my elbows over. First things first, I'm here. To get rid of this, I just put my knee in and I'll fight the inside. So, tight. Roll, my partner understands it's in the Kimura. So the drill that we did at the very beginning is going to roll his hand to the back of my head. So as I go the Kimura, roll. Number one, knees and elbows together. Knee and elbow together. This is crucial. Number two, right, is chop. So it's exactly the same thing as I take my right hand to my left elbow to secure the arm. Anytime I go this way, I'm taking the arm away. So number one, chop it in from here. So I've got the trap set for the Kimura. If I walk out from my partner, I'm taking my weight off my partner and I'm taking the space from the elbow away. So anytime I walk out here to get the Kimura, my weight's coming off and my partner can drop the elbow. So lock the elbow into position, lock it in. Number one thing is my left elbow comes in, my right elbow, and I lean on the arm from here. I will take you if you don't deal with it. So most people now are going to roll the arm. If I keep my head up, so here, up and crush, exactly what we did before. If my partner chooses the other alternative, which is to run the hand in front of my face, pretty much here already, because the Venus flytrap set up. So as long as I have this set up here, don't have it out wide and don't have it too shallow. Kind of put it on your ear. To bait him, left elbow squeezes, don't take your right elbow, drive your right elbow in, and you're going to get a nice little cutting arm bar from here. So left elbow comes in, right elbow comes in, squeeze from here, and he's going to go, holy shit. So he takes it down, we do the arm bar we've just done. If he brings it in front, it's just supposed to stop the fly. I'm not going to take it any further because it's on already. But I don't have to take it any further. So when you guys do this, don't actually swap the fly. Don't swap the fly because you're going to break the shoulder. Okay. So the key dynamics, the part that I see people doing is this. When they go the Kimura, they take this hand here first. I've lost it. So lock the shoulder first by taking this hand. Here. Number two, put the trap up. Number 3, roll it in, and now just squeeze from here. Right. He turns it down, we'll do the armbar. He rolls it top heavy towards my head, Venus flytrap, armbar, Kimura. If my partner is flexible, which Simon's not, right, we roll our fingers down, top hand, we roll our fingers down, bottom hand, and that will come on. This is a really unique Kimura because I've taken the tension, I've taken all the slack out of the shoulder and the elbow joint prior to doing the Kimura. A lot of times we get the Kimura and I have to roll it to take the tension out. The tension's already taken out by the way that I've set it up. So this comes on very fast. Yeah. Thank you. Adam, I'll go please. Okay. So the system once again is if I'm attacking the top, I need a post system back here. Right, the amount of times I say like and like I don't have a post system. Number 2 is this. Anytime I give my partner a space on the inside, they're going to take the opportunity to use the space. I can make this good or bad, but I don't have the choice of whether he pushes my armpit or my elbow. So that's a risk. And to me, like I'm not going to risk a top position. So hopefully he grabs my elbow, not my armpit. So that's not worth the risk. So number 1, back stroke, kill the frame system. So I've blocked out the elbow. So this is harder, not impossible for him to push. Kill it. Last night, now watch. Knee rolls down, elbow rolls down. Here, there's no space. He rescues by bringing the hand. What I've done you don't see is Adam's right frame system is now compromised because I've pinned it against his body into position. Okay, knee and elbow. The part that I see people is they go hunting that. As soon as I hunt that, I've taken all the tension off the arm. So, same. Drive this in nice and tight first of all, so the elbows are locked above my forearm. Number 2, set the trap up, like we've reversed engineered the Kimura. Don't take the arm down because my weight comes off my partner and I'm now on my elbows, he can move. Take it in, so 1, 2, now like squeeze and just lean. So I know that's an arm bar, like pretty much now I know it's an arm bar. If my partner takes the palm down towards his legs, it's an up and crush, boom, up and crush arm bar, which we did. If my partner takes a hand top high, so he's going, and it's on. I don't have to do too much more than that. Right, once again, yes, I don't have to go to the wrist, I don't have to go to the elbow, I can go midstream. Once I'm on midstream, top, you okay there, Adam? I feel it's pretty tight. Okay, right. So top hand revs down, make sure that revs takes attention out. Second hand, revs down. If they're flexible, we're trying to take the thumb underneath the shoulder. We're not trying to lift this up. We're trying to take the thumb underneath the shoulder to make it come on. We're not trying to raise the elbow. Okay, change partners, guys. 1, 2, 3. Different, hey?
Yeah.
Tight.
Yeah, it felt different, as if it was like very tight on the upper arm, rather than like most of the time.
Yeah, it's because there's no slack in it. Same again, guys. So from here, block the hip out, run through Kimura rescues from here, boom. And what's happening is I'm finding it really hard to isolate the arm. Like he might have the controls over the back. He might, like I'm just like, man, this guy's really tough. So I'm going to do exactly the opposite to what I said. I'm going to take my hand in 1 and 2. And as I'm trying to pull the arm down, he's got this really good block, like I'm stuck in this position. So first things first, my prop system becomes my head and my toes. Right, so my head and my toes, my shins come across the face, and I cut the arm bar from here. Right, you can choke him with your shin, but that's not the objective of the move. Like you do have a shin choke there. So the part of it, like we've got that position, so I'm in here, I'm on box side control, squeeze, I've got the elbow, I'm like, man, I don't feel I've got it or I'm losing it. Right, making elbow to elbow grip, please. Head goes on the ground, come up to your toes. I'm going to loosen that off, Adam. Yeah. Slide straight through, head on the ground, elbow. Now, if Adam does sit up, right, it's still putting me onto position. If Adam lifts his head up, right, to roll me, I simply roll with it and I keep him behind the shin line and I still get the cutting arm bar as long as I keep him behind the shin line. The concept is I'm posting my head to make a valley and I'm pulling the arm into the valley. That it's not about, I'm not trying to hurt him by putting my shin over his throat. In fact, once I come over, there's not really that much pressure. I know it's more about getting that really nice, that valley to pull the arm into. Okay, 1, 2, 3.